I was struggling to find the energy to get out of bed when I heard Mom call. "Alex? Billy? Breakfast is ready." It jolted me wide awake. A question blared in my mind. Who's Billy? I heard footsteps tumbling down the hallway, coupled with a "Coming, Mom," in a high-pitched voice utterly foreign to me. Who said that? I tossed aside my blanket and dropped into my slippers. Before making my way out of the room, I flew through the corridor and halfway down the staircase when it caught my eye. Of the several pictures of the family spanning the years, the newest changed. Weeks ago, we went snowboarding at a ski resort for my birthday. We took a photo at the top of the mountain with me, Mom, Dad. But now, someone else, a perfect stranger, stood between Dad and I. He wore a white jacket and blue pants, smiling with a mess of gold hair also shrouding his orange goggles, and his gray board planted in the ground. "Thanks, Mom," said that strange voice again. "You're welcome." I crept down the stairs around the corner, and there he sat. The boy from the photos, right about to stuff his face with scrambled eggs. His hair seemed to sparkle in the sunlight. When he stared up at me with those charcoal eyes. "Good morning, Alex." He flashed me with a pearly white smile. This was the prettiest kid I've ever seen. If it weren't for the name, I'd have thought he was a girl. "Mom, who is he?" "Very funny, Alex. Come get your plate." "Mom," I said, struggling to keep my voice from trembling. Why is there a stranger in our house?" She blew up at me. "Alex, he's our family, your brother. And you will not address him that way again, do you understand?" I was shocked. She'd never yelled at me before. Ever. I was at a loss for words. I just nodded sheepishly. "Apologize." I turned to Billy. He peered up at me with this wounded puppy dog look that made my stomach knot. But this guy just spawned out of thin air. How was I supposed to react? "I'm sorry, Billy." "It's okay. I forgive you." Billy chatted in my ear all the way to the bus stop. I tried my best to feign interest while desperately reaching out to my friends Jacob and Riley. "How well do you think you did on last week's test? It was pretty tough, and I know math isn't your strong suit." "Oh, fine. I did alright, I think." "You know, Alex, if you have any problems, I'd be happy to help you out." I sent a group text. "We need to talk in person. Meet me at lunch behind the portables." "Who are you texting?" My heart skipped a beat. "It's nothing, just Jacob and Riley. Talking about some stupid bad movie, you know." He laughed. "Yeah, sounds like them." The bus pulled up and the doors parted to a cacophonous chatter of children. Minutes before class began, Billy started talking up several students around him. They spoke with a familiarity hinting at weeks of friendship. It made my skin crawl. How does anyone know this absolute stranger? The teacher took attendance and didn't bat an eye at the new addition to our numbers. For the next 3 classes, the same song and dance. He walks in, everyone knows him. They talk and laugh, nobody realizes how weird it all is. I couldn't take it anymore. Finally, the bell rang and I moved for the halls. I exited the side of the building and made my way around the back to the blue portables near the soccer field. Riley was sitting on the steps. She waved me over. "Hey, what's up? I got your cryptic message. What's going on?" I looked around for Jacob. "Riley, something really weird's happening. I feel like I'm losing my mind. I woke up this morning and this Billy kid just appeared out of nowhere, claiming to be my brother when I don't even know him. I've never seen him in my life. but Mom and all my classmates are acting like he's been here all year. I'm getting really freaked out." Riley's brow furrowed. Then she chuckled. "Look at you go, my little actor. If you can pull that opening night, you're seriously gonna crush the play." "Riley, I'm not acting. I really don't know him." There was a pause. She shook her head, squinting at me. "What are you talking about? Your parents adopted him 2 months ago. He's your brother, dude. I thought you liked him." I palmed my forehead, suddenly feeling dizzy. "Riley," I muttered. "Did you hit your head or?"
"Greetings, plebeians. It is I, your Lord and Savior. Who dares summon me?"
Jacob yelled, waving his hands about as he approached. And past his animated arms, Billy followed close behind, flashing those pearly whites. I gritted my teeth. I could feel the bile rising in the back of my throat. "Alex, you okay?" Riley asked. I took off for school and didn't look back. Jacob called out,
"Hey, where you going? I thought you wanted to talk."
I hid in the bathroom and bawled my eyes out. For what must have been a half hour, this intruder, whoever he is, burrowed into my life and has everyone I know wrapped around his finger like a bandage. It's unnatural. It's not right. It's like everyone trying to pull some sick prank on me. I pulled myself together and washed up before heading to the next class by the time the bell rang. The bus ride home was torture, just sitting there listening to these kids talk to somebody that shouldn't exist. It was breaking my brain. When I got home, I locked myself in my room. I tossed my bag by my desk and collapsed in my chair. How did this happen, I wondered. I thought back to the night before, but I couldn't peg anything out of the ordinary. I had school, drama practice, came home, worked on my essay, showered, slept, woke up, and then he was here. That's all there was to it. Dad came home in time for dinner. It was stupid of me, but I hoped that at least he would be able to see the elephant in the room. That he'd question it, pull Mom aside, something. But no.
"Good evening, everyone,"
he said before kissing Mom, hugging me, and rustling Billy's hair. I felt like screaming. "I'm not feeling too good. I'm going to bed," I say before departing the table.
"Whoa, was it something I said?"
Dad asked.
"But you didn't even finish breakfast."
I walked past my room straight into Billy's. What should have been the beige, bare-boned guest room was now a vibrant blue with rolling clouds artfully painted across the 4 walls. I checked the closet and dresser drawer beneath a giant chocolate brown mirror, but they're both filled with teen-sized clothes. Everything seemed as if he'd been here months ago, like Riley said. "What are you doing in my room?" Billy asked. "You don't have a room," I thought. "What are you doing in my house?" "What? Who are you?" "I'm your brother." "No, you're not." He sighed and shook his head. I thought it couldn't get any worse. The next morning, "Alex, Billy, breakfast." I could hear his footsteps outside the guest room. They paused at my door, then continued down the stairs. I made my way out of the room and through the corridor. Halfway down the stairs, several things caught my eye. He was in every picture, every single one, even my baby photo. I had to force myself to breathe. What is this? How is this possible? I yanked a frame from the wall with my clammy hands and removed the photograph. I poked and prodded at every inch of it, hoping for something to fall off and reveal the real picture underneath. Then I realized that this was it. I hung it back on the wall and made my way to the living room. Billy looked up at me tentatively. "Good morning, brother. Sorry about yesterday. I was out of hand," I said. A smile flickered across his face. "No, it's okay." I warmed up to him. We talked all the way to the bus stop about school, plans for the weekend, movies. We laughed and smiled until my cheeks hurt. One thought echoing in my skull through it all. He has to go tonight. Classes blew by. I didn't even notice when the lunch bell rang, until Billy asked me if I was okay. I ignored him. "You're adopted, right?" I said. There was a moment of silence. Billy laughed. "What are you talking about? We're twins, idiot." I didn't take the bus home. I just walked by myself. Riley and Jacob were blowing up my phone. "Where are you? Did something happen? Alex, you're gonna miss practice. What's gotten into you?" I left them unanswered. Whatever's happening, whatever he's doing, I don't think it's gonna stop. If being adopted wasn't enough for this thing, what'll it do tomorrow? Or the day after that? And why am I the only one unaffected? What could I do? Kill it. I heard a voice from the bottom of my heart cut through the noise in my head. Kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it. I came home an hour later than usual, but Mom didn't seem to mind much. "Good evening, Alex. How was school?" "Perfectly fine." I headed for my room and tried to decompress. He waltzes into my home, leeches off us, and I'm just supposed to be cool with it. Everything in me is just screaming to drive this imposter as far away from us as possible. I've never seen him stressed out for a single moment these last 2 days. Every time I look at his perfect face, nothing but that dumb smile. He's just so comfortable, so snug, warping reality. He thinks he's in complete control. He knows he's in control, but not for long. Dinner time, Billy passed by as I headed out into the hall. I followed him to the stairs. I thought about pushing him down, but even the elderly survived that, and his hand was clasping the rail. I took my seat at the table. We said our prayers and started eating. I struggled to hold it down. I could use a knife, I thought. If I hit his jugular, he's done. My hands started to shake, and I could feel my throat tightening. "Alex, you okay?" he asked. "Why can't you just leave me alone for 5 minutes?" "Alex, what's gotten into you?" Mom jumped in. "That's no way to talk to your brother." I palmed my head. "What's gotten into this house?" I thought. "That isn't your son. How can you not see that?" I get up from the table and dump dinner into the trash. "Don't walk away when I'm talking to you." I drop my plate and fork in the sink and take my leave. "Alex!" I locked myself in my room and I waited. Billy finished dinner and he came to a stop outside my door. Knock knock. "Can I come in?" "At your own peril," I replied, fiddling with the dinner knife. The door creaked open as I slipped the blade down my sleeve. "Look, if I said something that upset you, I apologize. I don't want any bad blood between us. Should have thought of that before you brainwashed everyone I know into gaslighting me. No, I shouldn't have blown up at you like that. It's just a lot on my mind. And the school play and classes. Please, don't take it personally. I'm just not myself lately." He smiled. "You know you can talk to me if there's anything wrong. So you keep telling me." We laughed. "We cool?" He extended a hand. "Yeah." I shook it, then we hugged it out. "You're dead." It was such a strange feeling. Hugging someone you're gonna end so soon after. This must have been how Macbeth felt before slaying Duncan. Is this a dagger which I see before me, the handle towards my hand? Dad just pulled into the driveway. I'm waiting for everyone to fall asleep before I make my move. These'll probably be the longest hours of my life.